got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can.
Good morning. We're just leaving the island of Stromboli, which has been marvellous, and we are heading towards the Messina Canal. So that, I was going to say, kind of ends the trip around the Aeolian Islands and begins the next section. This is the section between the boot of Italy and Sicily. So it's just a nice morning. We've been up since about 5:30. Nice and calm, nice gentle wind, and we're just literally heading directly for the entrance of the Messina Canal. So the view today is sea, sky, sunshine. Ultimately, we're heading round to the marina in Ragusa, where we have a berth booked for a while. Hopefully this should be a plain sailing section. Here we can start to turn into the Messina Straits. Great big tower identifying it, so it was quite easy to see from the distance. So the very famous Messina Straits that has been used for navigation for thousands, hundreds of years. All those explorers and Greeky people and Romans and all that, they all came through here. So it's a very, very famous shipping channel, so it's nice to be able to go down it. You can just see on the water, sort of over here out in front of us, funny texture again. This is the zone of the whirlpools. This was one of the places where, you know, the ancient Greeks and what have you would think it was gods underneath pulling them down or sucking the boats down when they got stuck in them. We're having a nightmare with these sails. The sea's all over the place, rolling behind us. The wind's all over the place, and it's going between like 20 knots and 3. So we've had to lose the mainsail. That was a nightmare. Trying to suddenly do that. That went wrong. I jammed some ropes. I couldn't film any of it if I'd tried. Despite even having the camera, I mount the camera up here to capture this sort of stuff. No, I missed all that. We've been arguing. The anchorages up this strait are shit. They're it's really, really steep. Like the seabed's really, really deep and steep, right up until the land. So you've got to go almost on the beach. Well, we ain't doing that. And of course, you got the shit water. So you can see how horrible and rolling it is. It's not big waves, it's just messy. Anyway, that point of Italy, something slightly more positive. That bit of Italy's over there is like the proper toe where it starts going round towards the ball of the foot. So it should calm down because the sea gets wider, which stops being the funnel part of it. But oh look, they've gone again. We're trying to fly the sails goose wing, so we've got one on one side and one on the other side at the front. But it's just all over the place. I thought I had success when I set it up, but then the wind dropped and, like I say, it's all over the place. So yeah, lovely sail down here, the bloody Messina Straits. Tell you what, bet Jason and the Argonauts didn't have this shit. Well, I think that's Etna in the distance with like the V-top. Conditions have improved slightly. I've got Stuart's hat on, I'm cold. I think I'm going to need my boots on. I've already put another fleece, my windproof jacket, fleecy bottoms, shoes on, and I think I'm going to need the full works on because we're out here, we've got another couple of hours to go, and it's nippy. So here we are. I've given him his hat back because I found mine huddled under the canopy. I'm just going to pull that a bit closer. We're huddled under the canopy because it's starting to get a bit colder now. We're wishing we had that cubby hole thing, but we buried it in the front locker, so we can't possibly go and get that out. Stuart, anything to say on today's lovely, well, particularly now's lovely part of the journey?
So, we're not in the North Sea or the Baltic Sea. It is May the 1st. We're in southern Sicily, freezing cold. I'm just about to go downstairs to get my big coat. There you go. Happy days.
Awful journey down the Messina Straits, and no anchorages between there and here where we've turned up, and thank God we never attempted any of the others because this was bad enough. I'm just going to show you where we've landed, because it's in the Bay of Taormina and we are underneath the city of Taormina. I need to show you what we've come into, because it is basically pitch black out at sea, horrendous sea, and then you've got fucking hundreds of lights on the shore to try and figure out where you're supposed to be going, and trying to use it in obviously conjunction with the map as well. But absolute joke. So I'm just, and also on the map it showed 2 other boats in at anchor, so we thought, oh well, that's not too bad, that's not crowded. Got here, there's about 7, so I've been shining the torch on them all, probably waking them all up. They're all annoyed at me, and it just goes to show that even though, you know, you plan on these things, all of a sudden when you rock up it can be quite different to what you expect. So right, let's give you a show around of the place. So that's where we've come from, the pitch black, and the bit of light that you can see to the left there is a massive motorboat that's moored up next to us. So there's the town up there, and then you've got all these shore lights. But of course what you can't work out is where all the other boats are at anchor. So I've got another 2 in front of me on this side. Oh shit, and I'm slipping everywhere. My boots are shit. It is a nightmare in reality, isn't it, Stuart?
Yeah. One thing that Helen didn't mention is the rocks and the cliffs appear black, the same colour as the sea, so you can't distinguish where the rocks are from the sea. And obviously there's lots of cliffs here. And what's also unique about this particular bay is the electronic charts. We arrived here and there's no data, so we don't know how deep it is. We're sort of guessing and using our own depth gauge, but it's not charted for some strange reason.
Yeah, just this section, isn't it?
The only place I've come across in the whole world that doesn't have contour lines. So yeah, an experience.
Yeah, so I found that tequila again. So I've got ice this time, so that's going down quite nicely. So we woke up to Mount Etna, which was rather nice, and the bay itself is lovely once you can see it. So we just set off, he's doing the anchor, and that's where we were, just in this corner over here near the catamaran and underneath the town. And over this side, look, there's the big unmarked rock that you couldn't see last night, and the peninsula that we had to come round again, totally unlit except for street lights and cars. So as usual, it all looks all right in the day and you think, oh, what was all the fuss about? We're at pitch black at night trying to basically drive through like the middle of Blackpool with all the lights. It's really difficult. Woke up to another glorious morning, so we're setting off towards Syracuse. We're not sure if we're going to make it, so we've got a backstop of Catania. We'll just see what the conditions are like out here, because it's supposed to be really light wind, but it's not. So we'll see. Oh, and just another little shot of Mount Etna, because I am loving the volcanoes. This is enough to drive anyone round the bend. First of all, we've got what sounds like machine gun fire on the radio. Listen to this. This is going off constantly. Someone's obviously got a button caught. There we go. So that's going on permanently in the background. Meanwhile, The boat, I'm just going to sit here so you can see how it's tipping. Ignore the sail for now, that's another issue. So the boat is rolling from side to side. Now the winds are quite light, so we're not really going anywhere. Yeah, we're doing like 1.5 knots. It's come down from 3, and the front sail is doing nothing but flail about. And then down below, once the boat starts rocking again, when you get another big wave through, so like here we've got a couple coming right now. There you go, there's a nice sweller. All you'll hear downstairs is all the clattering. Here we go. So even though the stuff's stored, it sounds like everything's smashing. Right, it's just, yeah, there goes the engine. So we can't be done with this. We've only been out for about 20 minutes and the pair of us are like, for God's sake. Etna update, she's behind us now. We've gone quite a way past her. There she is. We've just dropped the anchor, everything's perfect. I just want to show you the anchorage compared to yesterday. I mean, as we woke up this morning, the anchorage was fine, but what a difference obviously going in daylight makes. But it's just, it's huge. Wait till you see this. That's the sort of entrance to it over there, and over there is all the sea. And then you've got this bay. There's no one in it except one catamaran down there. Yeah, Stuart, what a difference a day makes, eh?
Yep, as the song goes. So my type of anchorage. Massive room, lots of water.
Sand
to put your anchor on. Yeah, fantastic. So we're probably staying on board tonight playing cards, a bit of strip poker.
News to me. I'll go fix the drinks then. Stuart said, stay in bed, I'll get the anchor up. I don't know if you've ever had your head next to the anchor, but this is, obviously I got up because I know what's coming, but just listen to this. How he thinks anyone could actually stay in bed with that going off the other side of the pillow, I don't know. I'll go and see what's happening on deck. We've come round the corner of Sicily, so we're now on the south coast, and we've just stopped at a little anchorage because the next stop tomorrow will be the marina. It's just further down, but we can't be arsed doing that now. So I'll just show you where we are, but it's like a little fishing port or fishing harbour, and it's fantastic little anchorage. It's actually quite a big anchorage. Here he is, Captain. He's waiting for his rum. So you can see there's a breakwater over here, a load of fishing vessels. And there we have up the front, there's a sort of breakwater here, which we're kind of behind, getting some protection. And we got the sunset over there in a little boatyard. We're the only ones here, apart from all them fishing boats, but they won't bother us.
So this anchorage is, from an anchoring point of view, is absolute luxury. Most anchorages, especially in harbours, there isn't enough room to swing a scabby cat. We've got the whole of the anchorage to ourselves. It's 5 metres all the way around. It's great. It's been pretty windy today. It's been pretty choppy, but we've got into this area and it's black calm. The wind's still 20 knots like, but yeah, we're pretty sheltered. Jobs are good, and looking forward to the rum.
So he's not only got a rum, but I found the Havana 3-year rum in the cupboard and realised I'd obviously got that. I also found the Aldi knockoff Malibu, the cocoa bay stuff, and I'd bought pineapple juice. So we've got like a kind of pina colada, or as I call them, penis coladas. So it's quite nice. So he's quite impressed with this little cocktail. Wasn't expecting that. Good morning. We're on the final leg to the marina down the south coast of Sicily. Everything was going just fine. We're sailing along nicely, 2 knots, light breeze, lovely. And I just went to the toilet and Stuart shouted up, "You just been to the toilet?" And I went, "Yeah." He went, "It's pouring out the side," so that means the overflow tank, no, not the overflow, it's coming out the overflow hole. The holding tank's full. So we're just starting to investigate. But yeah, things I'd not missed about being on the boat: blocked toilets, mosquito bites, totally forgot about those, they're a nightmare. Out comes the best £5 he's ever spent in Lidl, which we keep on hand in the top locker. So on deck there is a outlet for the waste tank. So we're going in with the springy windy thing. Stuart put some acid down the toilet into the tank to hopefully dissolve, shall we say, break up the blockage. He's just gone for a wee in said toilet, so we're just going to see whether it's still blocked, whether it's pouring out over the overflow pipe. So bear with us. Lovely footage. While I was talking to you, I missed the flush. Yeah, pouring. Still blocked. Emma Benton, thank you very much for bringing baked beans on board 2 years ago when we did the Ipswich to Plymouth run, because I found a tin. We've both put our landing gear on. We decided that the Solent Yacht Charter tops need to go the journey really. So I've only got this one for Sirius, and Stuart's got his on as well. Look, here he is. And we've both covered ourselves in perfume because we've not been in the shower for 10 days. So the guys are going to catch our lines, are going to get like this choking fit when the smell us, because we've doused ourselves in it. This is never the time to start asking Captain questions about anything other than potentially to do with the berthing. Toilet still blocked. We have been to the supermarket and got some funnels. So Stuart has now got a hose pipe. He's been trying to sort of bail out of the tank all morning, and he's been prodding it and rodding it. Nothing's moving. So he's been to the supermarket and we've got some funnels. So he's now pouring boiling water down the funnel, and he's put some biological clothes washing liquid in it with the intention that the enzymes in there do their job on the you know what, as in they'd get stains out of clothes, so they might get a stain out of the pipe. So I'm just going to go and show you exactly what he's doing. So only Stuart would manage to get the funnel and hose to match his shorts. So he has to keep holding it up so that the pressure of the water actually goes down the hose, because if he does it at the low level, it just sits in the funnel.
I'm trying to get enough detergent at the highest concentration at the point of blockage. So I've shoved this hose down through the holding tank into the discharge of the holding tank. It took me 3 hours to find the discharge, and the other end of this hose is at the point of blockage. Now if I just pour the detergent into the tank, it'll be diluted by 1 litre into 60 litres, and I want the highest concentration detergent possible. So I've fed this down the tube, and to improve the give me the best chance of it working, I put some water. It's all to do with pressure and head, so nothing will go down there, but if I raise it there, it takes the hot water to the point of blockage. Now the hot water has two effects: it will dissolve some of the blockage itself, but also it'll get the chemicals and the enzymes of the detergents working faster. So what I'm going to do is put this in, leave it for half an hour while I have lunch, and I will see what happens.
Oh, by the way, I'm cooking sausages for lunch. We're hoping this is going to disperse as fast as bloody possible. And this is why you should never, ever, ever go fishing and eat the fish in the marina, because the fish bloody love it, and round they come. Obviously you saw their excitement just there.
If you got a chance